What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic night. Just a few minutes late here. I apologize. My mother gave me a call. It is my 40th birthday. I'm old as hell. Can you can you bear with me for a sec while I just try to take that all in? But what a day it has been. Hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. Appreciate you taking the time here. You guys know here at the channel, don't usually like to talk too much about the fake news and the misinformation, but oh boy, do we got something here. And we're going to talk a little bit about it. And well, again, thank you for taking the time. And thanks for hitting the like button, sharing this stuff, subscribing to the channel. All that stuff really does help. So I cannot thank you enough for all of the support. But let's get rocking and rolling here. And Ned, Tate, Bob, Doyle, let's effing go. Appreciate you all tuning in. Go effing birds. And thank you for all of the birthday wishes here. But I find this here information I'm about to put upon you very intriguing. So you guys know we've been hearing all about these rumors for years now. The Eagles are trading A.J. Brown. We're trading A.J. Brown. Well, now it's come to we are trading him to the Patriots, right? That's what was going on last month. And you heard it from everybody, every media person, everybody, every content creator. It was, A.J. Brown's gone. I keep trying to tell them, just don't see that happening before June 1st. Regardless, they finally figured that part out. All right. Yo, appreciate you, sicko. All of you sickos. Can't thank you enough for tuning in. Jimmy Bones, appreciate you, brother. Thank you indeed. But look, this is something. So A.J. Brown, right? He's going to get traded. All this BS. And, it's from a insider. And then, if you guys saw my post like a week or two ago, this lady wins WIP Insider of the Year. First off, I want to let you know, I can't stand any of that stuff. Any of the radio, the TV, I can't take it. But this is fun to talk about with all this because she's the Insider of the Year, right? Well, I think Mike Vrabel might be the Insider of the Year here. As you can see from the photos, well, as I recall, I think they're both married. And you guys know I'm not one for gossip here, but if we're talking about the gossip queen herself, well, that's Diana Russini, as you can see with Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. So, again, not a big fan of the gossip stuff, but, well, we've been hearing a lot about this Patriots-Eagles trade, right? Well, I've been seeing it already from this hour that it's been out here. Hey, look, she does have the inside source. Yeah, well, I think Mike Vrabel's found it. Anyways, I think that, that could be one of the things, he's telling her, she's telling whatever. But in my opinion, weirdly enough, her husband, from what I always understood, was an Eagles fan. So I always took this as like, oh, hey, they're fighting. That's why she's doing this. And look, as much as you want to say, like, why would she? These are people, right? And everybody hates the Eagles. Everybody hates the Eagles. And, well, it looks like this lady is going ahead and running with it, where it seems to be she's trying to make something happen, where obviously they're trying to get into the head of, she gets to talk to A.J. Brown. She's obviously talking with Mike Vrabel behind the scenes. So Lord only knows what conversations are being had. And I've told you, with the way the media and a lot of the fans are toward A.J. Brown, you can understand if he does one out, right? At this point, after this, especially this past like a month or two, it's like, okay, I would literally be done with it. So, but dude, I'm laughing so hard at this stuff, dude. And Doyle, he is a madman, but it just seems crazy to me that, they really make up all these stories and people really just run with it every year. And I gotta be like, dude, if it's real, this is, Adam Schefter or this. They don't make stuff up every single week, every month and tell you guys. Just complete nonsense, man. It's nonstop. But regardless, this is just too funny because it's the Patriots who are, it's got to happen. Well, I think we all can see why now these rumors have been started. So she's out here playing. Well, Mike Vrabel's out here playing a little Russini roulette. So that's a bold move. Not here to talk about his personal business. Again, I'm not a big gossip guy, but I just found this too funny. I'm not going to gossip often, but if it's going to be the lady that's sitting here gossiping about us nonstop, oh, you bet your ass I'm coming for you. So, as I said a month ago, she better pray that A.J. Brown is traded, because if he's not, man, you got to just revoke her credentials and stop listening to people like that. It's insane to me. Source doesn't look good with AJ. I don't think he was getting traded before this. Well, here's the thing. Like I told you, it's not going to happen before June 1st unless there is some king's ransom thrown out. And it's definitely a possibility. And when you look at what is going on with AJ Brown and how he acts on the sideline and how the media treats him and the fans, and it's frustrating for everybody. And I get it. He's got mental health issues, so he's going to act wild sometimes. And E-Money, go Birds. Appreciate you, dude. But I think that I would try to mend whatever you've got going on here and have AJ Brown on this team, because my Lord, whatever you do in the draft here, this team's only going to get better. And I really think that, it would be awesome to have him back, but it's a very likely chance that he could be gone, because you got to see it from a human perspective. Imagine every week, for 2 years now, he's getting traded. He sucks. He doesn't put effort. He doesn't do this. And to be fair, at the end of last year, he really wasn't at times, and it pissed me off. And again, we're going to be pissed and have every right as fans at times when that stuff's happening. But, there's a lot of stuff that goes way beyond what social media has really created, just a voice for a lot of people just to be ridiculous. And these dudes take offense, and, whatever, you got to be able to take it. That's fine. But imagine when it's you're the own media of your team. They don't even want you guys to win. They just want to be miserable all the time. And it's just misery all the time. Imagine that. When you already have mental health issues, you just want to deal with everybody's just negative. Even you win a Super Bowl, people are pissed. And it's I love it. I've waited my whole life for these times. So I want them to keep happening. So you guys know my vote. Keep them, please. But see what it looks like in this offense. This offense, with Sean Mannion, very excited to see what Mannion is going to bring to the table. We talked about it when we hired him. I know a lot of people felt a certain way, but this is, a McVay disciple, where a guy that played in the NFL. I think a very bright mind, and if you hear everything they've said, there's a lot of excitement to be had. A lot of the things we were asking for that I think we will see. And we've got a lot of playmakers. Again, the draft's coming. It'll be telling what we do there. But, we'll find out. I hope he stays. Tim, my man, appreciate you tuning in, my friend. But, look, I get it. Just imagine you have that kind of firepower, and it's just pure ass over and over and over and over and over. Every week, nothing. So I get it. I get the frustration. So it's let's keep him around and see what the hell he does with this offense, man. We've talked about it, since we hired Mannion. You got to keep AJ Brown and see what this looks like. And we know what it looks like. Unstoppable, winning Super Bowls. That's what we want. No more dicking around here. So, be a trader, you drafted the wide receiver for a minute? No. You can check out last night's show. Maybe it was the night before. I don't know. The wide receiver show is out. So go check that bad boy out. You'll see all the wide receivers I like. And tight end is done. I was about to put it out, but wanted to do a live one, say what's up to you guys. And, tight end is done. I was about to put it out, but wanted to do a live one, say what's up to you guys. And, tight end is done. I was about to put it out, but wanted to do a live one, say what's up to you guys. And, tight end is done. I was about to put it out, but wanted to do a live one, say what's up to you guys. And, tight end is done. I was about to put it out, but wanted to do a live one, say what's up to you guys. And, tight end is done. I was about to put it out, but wanted to do a live one, say what's up to you guys. And, tight end is done. I was about to put it out, but wanted to do a live one, say what's up to you guys. And, tight end is done. I was about to put it out, but wanted to do a live one, say what's up to you guys. And, tight end is done. I was about to put it out, but wanted to do a live one, say what's up to you guys. And, tight end is done. I was about to put it out, but wanted to do a live one, say what's up to you guys. And, tight end is done. I let you know I will be dropping that tomorrow in the afternoon. And then once that's out, we'll continue. We'll get the offensive line out. And this weekend, I should be starting. We'll get special teams out, offensive line, and then it's either starting this weekend or next week, whatever. Defense is coming. The draft's coming. So just know that those draft videos are going to continuously come at you. So you got quarterback, running back, wide receiver just came out. Tight end drops tomorrow. Maybe I'll put it out right at noon for those of you on lunch break. And then we will continue it onto the special teams and defense. So I'm pumped up. I'm ready for this effing draft. And I do like a lot of these receivers. Wish I would have had more time to make more graphics because I have a lot of really, really intriguing wide receivers in this draft that you can get the top guys. You can get guys in the middle. There are 20 guys. I told you that I would be ecstatic to have over 20. We just talked about 20. We talked about 6 in depth. And then the tight ends, you're actually getting 11 in depth because there's so many tight ends I really, really like in this draft. So that's exciting news. But we're going to see how it plays out, and we'll see how these guys pan out. But there's some excitement. I've heard a lot of people, this draft doesn't have this, that, dude, whatever. This is why I make these shows. You can see for yourself. We'll talk about what is in this draft. And I think a lot of receivers that maybe not like first round, but I don't care about that, man. I don't care about what drafts and, these sites and the PFFs say about these guys. They can't do that. Like, dude, no. We're going to talk about guys that I think, will be just fine. And it usually works out well. In this show, we talk about a lot of guys that definitely pan out and some excitement to be had. So get excited. That's what I'm trying to say to you. There is 3 shows already out. Go check them out. Tight end tomorrow. But I do want to get rolling out here. Spend some time with Chelsea, but I appreciate you guys taking the time here. I gotta get my old ass to bed now that I'm over the hill. Can't be staying up past 10, that's for sure. But Jimmy Bones, yo, dude, check out that video and let me know how you feel because there are a lot of really good receivers. A lot of intriguing questions to be had though about a lot of these receivers. So definitely go check that out, man. Let me know how you think, what you think about a lot of these guys. It's put some good work into that one. And I put even more work into this tight end show. And I'm hoping that's because it's the tight end position we're more focused on because A.J. Brown is here. And you can all go check that show out and every other show. Let me know how you feel about him because the way I do it is we look at all of the players in the draft. So we look at the first, second, third, fourth, all the round guys. I have them tiered out to where I think these guys will be drafted. And then I talk about where I think the Eagles are going to focus in the draft on these players and why. So I show that position. I show you who the Eagles have, who they added, who they lost. Then you say to yourself, okay, yeah, we could probably add one last couple rounds, undrafted. Each position is a breakdown of that position and those draft picks, and you get those top fits that I break down. So go check those shows out. I do my best each year. My favorite year is a few years ago when 7 out of the 9 of our picks were those top fits from those shows. So that was pretty cool. The only 2 I didn't get were offensive linemen. That's because the offensive linemen weren't done that year. So pretty much 7% of that. That was awesome. And I'm still a pretty big fan of Jalix Hunt and Ship. Yeah, you guys know how I felt about that draft. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate you, my friend. I'm getting old, dude. I can't believe it, but I made it this far, so I cannot complain. But I appreciate you, dude, and all of you that reached out on social media. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much, Nick Singleton. Hey, man, there's a lot of really good players out there. Nicholas Singleton, to me, though, I would actually take Katron Allen over him from Penn State, but that is my opinion. But you can go check that show out, and you can hear what I had to say about the running back position and where I would add after the Eagles, acquired Tank Bigsby last year, have Will Shipley at 3, added Damian Pierce at 4. And, you got guys like Carson Steele that is like a tweener in there. But, you're going to add somewhere, but I don't know that it's in, those first few rounds where I think a guy like Singleton could go. So check it out. I talk about some later round guys that I really like, McCaskill, and, I'll let you check out the rest. But all right, guys, I got to get rolling here. I really can't thank you enough. If you have any more thoughts, I just wanted to bag on Diana Russini and Mike Vrabel for a second there because she always craps all over the Eagles. So one last time, should be out there cheating, making up stories about the Eagles. Life always comes back for you. Just want to let you know, out there being bad people. Gonna come back for you. But ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all taking the time. And if you're watching this later, I would more than love to hear from you. Any kind of questions, anything on your mind. It's draft season, baby. Yeah, that's always the favorite part of my birthday is the fact that it's draft season. Let's go. Hope you're excited. Hope you're watching those shows. Hope you're ready because we're talking. The specialist show will be out too. We'll be talking about kickers. Yeah, long snappers. Yeah, because we need a long snapper and the kicker needs some competition here. Ooh, we had one in for a visit. Check out those shows. We'll talk about everything you need to know for this draft heading into it. Then we'll talk about it during it and then after it. And, well, leading all the way up to the season. Let's effing go. Can't come soon enough. But I hope you guys are having a great week. Check out those videos. And I will talk to you this weekend. I will have a live one, whether it's Fan Friday or Sicko Saturday. You're getting one of them. I can assure your asses of that. But thank you again for taking the time. And if you're watching this later, I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear what you got going on. Been a minute since we got to do a live one, so sorry if I missed you. But if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button right down below. Really does help. You can share it if you'd like. You can subscribe to the channel. That stuff, it all helps. It really does. So I thank you for that. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your night. If you need anything, doesn't have to be about the birds. Always here for you guys. As you are for me. I don't just say it, I mean it. And those of you that do, love the friendships and, the family that we have built here. You guys are awesome. I love getting old with you. So appreciate you still tuning in. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now, sickos. Go Birds!